Sunday. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB.
I know that people like him, and he's kind of a phenomenon in the league as Gardner Minshew, but I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how well he plays the game of football at the quarterback spot. Remember, he was a 6th-round pick, and a surprise 6th-round pick at that. More than held his own as a rookie after Nick Foles' broken clavicle forced him onto the field in the second quarter of Week 1. The Jaguars went 6-6 with him as a starter in 12 opportunities. Now they've got a chance to continue to progress and move forward with Gardner Minshew leading their team.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Chris Thompson.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Back to throw, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
10-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To the air yet again, Watson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First and 10 at the 26.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 24. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Thompson, 76 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last...
And his first carry, he loses the football. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for the... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The Texans
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Minshew's pass incomplete out of the end zone.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And 2 yards to go.
From From the gun, Minshew to throw. His pass caught at the 4. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll turn to Thompson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Minshew. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Out of the gun is Minshew. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
Watch the safety creep. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Watson going deep here for Stills. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
4 on the carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
First down, Jaguars.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He finds his man Johnson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Jaguar first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson down to the 25.
The running back.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, Thompson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the 9.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laviska Shenault with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game.
44 to Mike, 44 to Mike. Check. Hey, defense, let's go. 44 to Mike, 44 to Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
The stop by
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Fairbairn lining up.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Over the middle, and it's That's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And Eifert has it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Jacksonville.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. The open man is Westbrook. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. It'll be Minshew again. Able to complete this to Shenault. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Number 10.
Laviska Shenault on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here comes Cobb.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after them.
That's complete right around the 8. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Minshew sets to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Colin Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Here comes Cobb. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Here comes Cobb. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
The ball carrier.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Watson. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
For Eric Ebron.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. And it's Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From the 29, Minshew. And the catch good. It's Eifert. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
To Tyler Eifert. An 8-yard pickup.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Now they go screen, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to Chris Thompson.
2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 44-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Stills bringing it in. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 31-yard line.
To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They give it here to Thompson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Minshew throwing on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the return comes Cobb. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
22-yard line.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson flushed. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Jags grab it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily, put it on.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Jaguars 41.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Back at the 15-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Kenny Stills. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and
now out comes Houston. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his target, Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And with that last play, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, a run with Thompson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
34.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delayed game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Taken down right at
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go with Thompson again. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Minshew. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards that time. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Hand off to Thompson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down. Today.